Okay guys, so this is probably the most important video out of all the SMMA videos that I've made, because today I will be walking you through exactly what you need to say on your sales calls to nail a one call close. Just for clarification, this video is for the sales call, not the initial outreach call to the business. If you need help with the outreach and what to say on your cold calls to businesses, check out this video I have right here. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So I have put the link of the exact sales script I use for my clients in the description below. Feel free to refer to it at any time. But basically, I split up my sales calls into 5 stages: the digging phase, the logic phase, the slideshow, the close phase, and lastly, the logistics and objection handling phase. A lot of this script has been inspired by Iman Gadji's sales script that he talked about in the Agency Navigator program, and trust me, it works like a charm. So firstly, the digging phase. In this phase, you want to find out a little bit more about your client. You start off by saying, okay, so on these sales calls, I usually ask my clients a couple of questions to collect some general information. Let me know if that's okay with you. And if they say yes, you will go on to ask them the following questions. So, why did you take the time out of your busy schedule to have this call with me? What inspired you to start your own business? What sort of customers do you serve and how do you price it? What's the current process of taking a stranger and converting them into a customer? How many customers do you currently have? How many customers do you want to have in 12 months' time? Have you ever done paid advertising before, and have you worked with an agency before? Asking these questions will not only allow you to know a bit more about your client, their business, their customer market, and also their current marketing channel. It will also establish the foundation for information you can use in later parts of this script, and by referring back to information they've gave you, it creates a sense of intimacy and shows that you are directing the message at them. Next, we enter the logic phase, and here the goal is to make the client more agreeable. You will say something like this. So, like we already established, you are trying to go from X customers currently to Y customers in 12 months' time. Would you agree that marketing and getting more leads to your business is how we're going to make that happen? And obviously, they're going to say yes. And after that, you can go into a little bit more detail about the service that you offer and how it differentiates from the other services out there. So for example, if you're doing Facebook ads, you might want to highlight how the user group of Facebook aligns with the business's customers, or how Facebook are better at targeting specific demographics compared to other advertising platforms. And after the client gets a little bit more understanding about what your service is and how great it is, you want to ask them if it's something that they're interested in, and moving on to the slideshow phase. So at this phase, you would share your screen and run through a pre-prepared slideshow, which I will tell you exactly what to put in it. The content of the slideshow should contain a bit more information about your agency, the service and processes your agency provides, how much value your agency is going to bring in numerical terms, the spillover effects of working with your agency, so pretty much the indirect benefits not directly trackable, that's not a KPI to the service that you're providing, your offer, your worst case scenario, and the good case scenario. The point is, you want to make sure that you are providing way more value, and the client can see that through the numerical differences between the value you provide and the money that you are charging them. And on top of that, you want to make your worst case scenario sound like something that the client will actually pay for. And after you run through the slideshow, 90% of the work is already done. From here, we will enter the close phase, where we'll pretty much ask the client, after everything you've seen, our processes, and the worst case and good case scenario, my question for you is, would you like us to help you to scale from X per month to Y per month for only blah amounts of money? And at this stage, it will be rare for them to say no, but most often they will have some questions for you. And here is where we enter the logistics and objection handling stage. At this stage, you want to answer any questions they have for you honestly and effectively to make your agency look more trustworthy. And if you do all the objection handling perfectly, it is very rare that the client will actually say no. And from there, you just want to explain how payment, contract, and onboarding is going to work, and wrap up the meeting. And there you go. That's how you close your first client with predictability and confidence. I do recommend, however, that you practice the sales script and slideshow before going into the real deal with an accountability partner, which will be easier when the real deal comes. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful, and always remember, the choice is in your hands and I believe in you, so don't let me down.